Who knew she could ride a bike?
We are at the Boca Junior Stadium.
I think $300 for laundry is crazy.
Yeah, those bingo wings working.
What she said.
Loving it. We're loving it right now.
Good morning from the capital city of Argentina. We are here in Buenos Aires. This is our first time properly exploring the city. We flew into it the other day, but we flew straight back out again to go down to Patagonia. If you've not seen this vlog, definitely check it out. It's for sure a trip highlight, a travel highlight, unlike anywhere else I've visited. Patagonia is one of its own. But we are back in the city today and we are doing a city tour. No, we're not. We're doing a city tour tomorrow. We're doing a tour of a place called El Tigre. And I thought I would bring you along. I'm very excited to be here. This is probably, along with Rio de Janeiro, I feel like these are the two big cities in South America that I've been looking forward to exploring the very most. We are currently on a group trip with I'm Here Travels and I'm excited to bring you along. So in a ton of events, we just inquired about doing laundry. We're staying in a hotel in Buenos Aires. We took the laundry down and they gave us a price sheet. $9 to wash one pair of trousers. It was priced per item. And I was like, well, that t-shirt only cost like £3 from Primark. Why would I be paying £5 to wash it? So we took all of the washing back up to the room and we will be finding somewhere else to do that. Have you ever heard anything that insane? Anyway, we went from the washing palaver straight onto a bus to head to an area of Buenos Aires called El Tigre. Now this is a suburb where a lot of people actually live on the river and it's definitely really unique. We did this as a little boat tour. I will be honest, there wasn't loads here, but I did quite enjoy just sailing around the river, looking at these houses. There was also like a fun fair, and afterwards we stopped off for lunch, which was a real highlight because I'm quickly beginning to realize I love Argentinian food. I thought it was all going to be steak, and obviously as a vegetarian I was thinking that is not ideal, but I couldn't have been more wrong. It has such an Italian influence, especially here in Buenos Aires, that all of the pasta is amazing. Anyway, after lunch we carried on our tour by heading to this beautiful bookshop, which is actually inside an old theatre. Guys, I was in my element in here. Look at how gorgeous this is. I mean, obviously the books were in Spanish, but if they were in English I could have stayed in here for hours. Hello guys, I am in the bathroom currently and I'm about to attempt a 5-minute makeup routine, so I thought that I would chat to you whilst I did it because I only have 10 minutes, so what could possibly be better than yapping at the same time? But the reason I want to chat to you is because I have a story time, and the reason I'm getting ready is because tonight I'm going to an Argentine tango dance. That doesn't mean that I'm like doing the dance, obviously, quite obviously, but it means that we are going to watch like professional tango dancers at this dance club, and I think it's just going to be incredible. I actually love the Argentine tango, and the only reason I know what that is because of Strictly Come Dancing, and my mum actually used to be a ballroom dancer. That's a fun sad story, so she would absolutely love tonight. She's been texting me all day like, oh my god, it's going to be the best activity on your itinerary. But that's not the story time. The story time is one of the last clips where I was chatting to you. I was saying, oh my god, they're charging an extortionate amount for the laundry, and I was in the lift and I was saying, oh my goodness me, we're not paying that, like we've just taken it back up to the room. We left it in the room and we'd filled out a little card to say that we wanted the laundry done, right? But we'd put everything back in the room. We put our laundry bags down. The washing was not in laundry bags from the hotel, it was just in my own wash bag, the one that I've been traveling with, and we put the slip on the side, like not with the washing. And when the maid came in, they've taken the laundry and the slip, but none of it was together. They've also taken items of clothing that were not in the bag. Like I had a hoodie, I had joggers. They've taken it all to be washed, when we specifically had gone back to reception and said like, oh no thank you, actually we don't want that because it's so much money. Like honestly I reckon it would end up being over $300 for the amount of washing, because they were charging pretty much $9 or $10 an item, and we had a lot of washing. It was like all of mine and Tom's stuff, so it was like everything from hiking in Patagonia, everything from the end of our time in Peru. Like there was really a lot of washing, so we decided we were going to take it to the street because there's like a laundrette down the street. And when we got back I was like, are you actually joking me? I couldn't believe it. At first I thought somebody had just stolen it. Like my brain just didn't even go to the fact that it had gone to be laundered. So I went downstairs and I was like, excuse me, I spoke to you this morning, because it was the same guy in reception, and I wasn't rude, I was like polite because I'm sure it was just a mistake. But the fact that they have taken other stuff, and the fact that it was not in the hotel's laundry bags, because the other people that had got washing done had it in like the laundry bag belonging to the hotel. Mine was in like a packing cube. So he rings up the people and he's like, oh, it's too late, it's already being washed. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And basically, that's where we're at. And Mia, who is the tour guide, had the exact same thing happen to him, and he was like, right, I'm not happy about this. I'm gonna chase this up because we specifically told them we didn't want laundry doing. And also, I think $300 US, I mean, that is just my estimate, but I reckon that's what it would be. For laundry is crazy because none of the clothes are even worth that. Everything in that bag is from like Primark, H&M. It's a couple of years old. Like, it's absolutely not worth spending that on. Tom was like, well, fine, they can keep it. I'd rather go out and buy it all again because I could get it for less. So yeah, honestly, it's sort of just a little bit raging. I was like, nothing like this has ever happened to me before. It's the fact that they clearly had like gone through some of my stuff, because mine especially, it was not obvious laundry. Like, it was just a bag of stuff. So yeah, I don't know if they were like listening to us at the reception and they saw an opportunity, or if it was just a genuine mistake. Like, it could have been. So I don't want to accuse them of anything, but stay tuned to see how much they charge me in the morning, because it honestly could be an arm and a leg, but we're not paying it because we told them no, and the guy knew that. So there's your story time of the day, but I'm super excited about tonight. I'm trying not to let it dampen my spirits. I'm also really sorry if most of this has been out of focus. For some reason the camera's just not focusing. I'm trying really hard, I'm clicking on my face, and I can't tell if all of that was out of focus. If it was, then I can only apologise. Completely separate to me travelling, if any of you have the DJI mini vlogging camera and recommend it, do let me know, because I am actually thinking of swapping from this camera, because every single time that I use it, it's just a little bit of a nightmare. Yeah, anyway, I feel like we've just had a little chatty life catch up. There's not been a vlog like this during the travel series for a while. Well, now we're definitely out of focus. Why is it doing this? But yeah, I thought I would just sit down, do my makeup, check in, like old times. Right, I'm gonna do some eyeliner and I'm gonna go. Outfit of the evening. This is not my dress because we have just had the information that it is a smart casual dress code, and I went to put my white long skirt on and it's somehow covered in coffee. So this is Becca's dress and it kind of fits but not really. So we're just doing our best because we don't have any other option and we have to go. That was so good. We are currently on a little mini night out in Palermo area of Buenos Aires, which is like the party area.
And it is a party area, we're loving it.
What
We're
she
loving
said.
it, loving it, loving it. We're loving it right now. I can't believe he's taking a picture.
I can't believe it's taken. Is that messy?
I think so.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
Love
Messy
a
is
little bit of
everywhere.
messy.
Can't avoid him here. They're obsessed with him. Oh, obsessed with him.
Obsessed.
I think we're gonna go try and find another bar.
We are.
There's a lot of lively places, especially considering it's 2 AM currently, pretty much.
Feel like it.
On a Wednesday. Well, I guess it's a Thursday now, actually, to be fair.
Did you see him, Sean?
Oh,
That was the waiter.
He was so nice.
Also, guys, that wasn't Messi, that was Maradona.
Oh, it was Maradona. Oh. Anyway,
The
yeah.
hand of God.
The goal, yeah, I actually have heard of
Knocked
that.
England out of the World Cup.
Cheers! Good morning. Oh Oh my goodness. We had a pretty late night. I think last night was like the biggest and latest night of our entire South America trip. I do think going out when you're in a group is a lot, not more fun, but it just feels a bit more safe than when it's just the two of you. And it was such a good night. I don't think I've ever had an experience like that Tango show. Like, I don't think I've ever been to a country where something is so inherently that country's culture and it be so amazing. Like, we all were just watching it, absolutely stunned. Everybody was so talented. We genuinely kept joking. It felt like we were on like Britain's Got Talent and every single act would be like winners. Like, we were like, this is insane, how can it get better? And then they'd bring on like another act and it would just be like amazing. And also the food was so good. I will pop the name of the restaurant and the like place that this is. If you are in Buenos Aires, you absolutely have to go and spend an evening here. It's 9 p.m. until 11:30 p.m. and I think it's on every single night. So yeah, 10 recommend. And this morning we are starting our day off with a cycling city tour that of course we are running late to, so we need to go. Ready?
Spanish colonial city, right? So it all started in the proper Spanish colonial way.
I'm getting a vibe we'll probably come back here one day.
Yeah. And then we can do Uruguay.
Let's play Can I Cycle and vlog at the same time? Maybe I can actually. Not the one-handed cycling. Tom's just compared this city to Leeds. I don't think it looks like Leeds at all. But I kind of get it. Leeds never has blue skies. Look at that for a viewpoint, guys. This is absolutely beautiful, and the guy was just telling us that this is naturally forming a wetland, like it's not man-made. I didn't imagine Buenos Aires to be as green as this. I kind of thought it was a big city similar to like Lima or San Jose or any of them really, but it's so green. There's so many parks here.
Yeah, those bingo wings working. Let's go. Make sure you've got your helmet on for this exercise because it's really dangerous.
I'm having a very lovely day.
Who knew she could ride a bike? Slay.
We have just had lunch in this such nice restaurant, guys. I can't even tell you how obsessed I am with the food scene here. Like, everything has been top notch in Buenos Aires, and they also give you bread every single time you sit down in a restaurant, and I'm obsessed with it.
If this is love.
Wait, are we singing different songs? I was singing
That was really nice, thank you. Okay, so the first activity this morning was the cycle tour of the city. The second tour is a like guided bus tour / walking tour of the other part of the city. One thing I'm definitely learning about Buenos Aires is it is massive. Like, it has suburbs that span for just miles and miles. There are so many different like areas and like neighborhoods, and I don't even really think we've scratched the surface, but we did see a lot more this morning on the bike. I think we're going to see some more now, but from the inside of an air-conditioned van, which will be really nice because it's very hot today. Yesterday it was a bit cooler, it was kind of rainy. Today it's like blue skies, but it's very humid.
The Viceroy had some offices there. Who was the Viceroy? Argentina got independence in 1816. We started in 1810 the process, but we got in 1816. Before that, Argentina was actually a territory that belonged to Spain.
This market is so cool. I know you hate comparisons to other places, but I'm getting such strong Melbourne. Very cool.
It's like a green tea. Yeah? I discovered, guiding people from all over the world, that the people that accept more the mate, our drink, is our national drink, has no alcohol.
Another food that they absolutely love is dulce de leche, which is basically just the sweetest, like caramel, syrupy, saucy thing. I don't really know how to describe it. We have it in the UK, I just don't know if we call it dulce de leche, but it is on everything here. It's so Argentinian. They would have it with everything, I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna try it in this video because I'm gonna be controversial, but I'm not a big fan of it. So we are at the Boca Junior Stadium. I'm not gonna pretend like I know too much about the teams here in Argentina other than their like national team. Obviously, I know they're pretty good because I'm pretty sure they won the last World Cup. In fact, no, I know that they did. But this is the main football stadium that's like in this side of town, and then there is another team called River Plate, which is the name of the river, that play in red and white in a different neighborhood. Obviously they're like the main rivals. So we have stopped here to do a little bit of shopping. So if you're interested, Ella. Okay, just got kicked out for filming, can't film in there, but I was gonna say if you're interested in a football shirt, you're not short on them. There's like a real Adidas store actually in the football stadium itself, and then there's like loads and loads of fake stores just around it. It's actually a bit bizarre. I would imagine that Adidas are not that happy with the fact that opposite their own shop, there's like rows upon rows of fake stores selling the exact same stuff, but they obviously don't care. So yeah, Tom really wants to get a jersey. I don't know if I start calling that a football shirt. And to be honest, I was thinking, do I want one? But then never in my life ever have I worn a football shirt, so I don't think that I'm going to start now with this random club. But I do like their colours, and to give you a little bit of trivia, they play in blue and yellow, not because of the Argentinian flag being blue with the sun, which is what I just presumed would be the reason, but because they used to play it in red and white, which is the same colours as the other team. So they got asked to pick 2 more colours, and they were like, oh, we'll just pick the colours of the next boat that comes into the harbour. And the next boat that came in was from Sweden, and the Swedish flag is dark blue and yellow. So that's why it's those colours. Damage is being done in this little suburb. We are buying some souvenirs because they have some such lovely stuff, including several football shirts. And Tom has just bought 2 of the same one by mistake.
Don't ask.
Don't even talk to him about that.
The situation is in 1810 the tango was called tango, the music made by the black slaves. The black people went to the outskirts of the city and they hit a drum, shake their bodies, and that was their music.
You like meringue?
It's very sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll like that.
You like that?
It is a different day, as it usually is at the end, but I thought we'd have a little chat just because this has been a chatty vlog and I feel like we've had a bit of a life update, but also because I feel like I left it on just such a random note, which I'm so good at because I'll like end the vlog one day and pick the camera up the next and not always think about where one vlog ends and another one begins.
So when I'm editing it, it's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, I do apologise about that. We're not in Buenos Aires anymore, and if you think, God, you look exhausted, that's because I am exhausted, and we've been ill, haven't we?
We have, and we're actually 2 countries on.
We are.
Which is how far behind these vlogs are.
Yeah. And my Instagram. But anyway, I thought I would finish the story about the washing because I was editing this and I was like, oh my God, I never updated you. And I have updated this on TikTok, so if you're not following me on other socials, you can follow them here. Basically, what happened with the washing?
It's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, it really, really was. We were very lucky that we were with Amir, who has been in this vlog. He's the tour guide. He owns I'm Here Travels. But yeah, they wanted to charge us $270 US.
You weren't far off your 300, I guess.
No, I wasn't actually, and that was just like roughly based on how many clothes we had, but I honestly felt a bit sick. Like, they brought a bill to the reception and they were like, here you go, and we were like,
no. Oh, also to add to it, which I don't think was said previous, they did the same to Amir.
Yeah, I did mention it in this vlog,
you did.
and that's why he was a big help. I mean, he would have helped anyway, but we were kind of both trying to argue this case because we both said no to the washing.
And luckily he didn't wash that much, so I think his was only maybe like 50 US, but even still.
Sorry, even still, if you've washed 5 shirts, it's not $50 US. But he also speaks Spanish, which was so useful. But my top tip is if you're going to Buenos Aires or a hotel that offers laundry, do not even suggest you might want it washing because they'll just go through your stuff and take it anyway.
It's not that bad. Just check the price list first and check if it's done by kilo or by item. And if it's done by item, probably don't use them because it's probably going to be extortionate.
To be fair, I don't think we've ever been anywhere where it's priced per item.
I don't see why it is.
There's been a few places here that have made you list in like inventory of items, but it's still usually priced per kilo. So
I'd understand a bit more if you took like a jacket or like a pair of shoes.
Yeah,
that requires like a different kind of wash. but the chances are they're going to throw all of that in a washing machine and then a tumble dryer.
Oh my god, the worst part was it wasn't even that clean. It wasn't the best washing we've ever had. It came back and it sort of didn't really smell of anything, and I was like, for $270 US, I want it to smell like the cleanest, freshest, crispiest bedding you've ever smelled in.
Crispy washing. That stuff wasn't even worth $270 US.
Literally
not
wasn't.
even close.
Everything we've got, we've been travelling with for 3 months. It's manky. I was like, oh.
If we'd had to have paid for it, well, you said we didn't pay for it.
Yeah, we did not pay for it.
Okay.
And Mia managed to sort out a deal where they negotiated it right down for both of us, and then we like split that cost. But my god. Yeah,
if it was going to be the full price, I would have just sorted through like 3 or 4 items that I wanted to keep, and they could have just genuinely kept the rest.
I wonder what they would have done. Anyway, we're rounding up this vlog to say, completely separate to the laundry, we bloody loved Buenos Aires. It is a capital city that I will be back to because there's just so much to do here. I feel like we didn't scratch the surface. There's so many neighborhoods and I would love to spend a bit more time in each of them. Having said that, I do think that 3 days is like a good amount of time here if you're planning a trip to like base yourself out of Buenos Aires to then go elsewhere in Argentina. I think 3 days in any city is a good amount because it does get a bit much, and it also was very hot. Nice to be able to move out of Buenos Aires.
It was a really nice city, like genuinely one of the nicest ones we've visited, and I didn't have any expectations for that.
No, me neither.
Especially going off like the previous capitals we visited, they just weren't on the same level.
Yeah, not even just in South America, but around the world. I think a lot of the time, you fly into a capital city, and my advice often is like get straight out of there. There's not many capital cities that I think, yeah, I could stay there for a bit. With the exception of London, I actually don't really like a capital city usually.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this capital city was on par with London and Paris, probably those kind of cities.
I preferred it to Paris. Paris is too chaotic. I think this was a bit less chaotic than Paris, which is crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I think we'll be back. We enjoyed it a lot. There's a big arts and sports scene, so it was very up our street. Lots of football, lots of colourful...
Are you into football now?
No, not for me. That was for Tom. Yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. It's been much more laid back, much more chatty. I just thought it'd be nice to have a bit of a catch up. I know that a lot of these vlogs are quite like one right after the other of like, we're here, but like, I do love to chat to you guys like this, so drop a comment. How have you been? What have you been up to whilst we've been backpacking? Let me know if you've been to Buenos Aires. Let me know if you have any recommendations for if we go back. I love that you guys have been reaching out on Instagram that are from Argentina and now also Brazil with recommendations, because I just think it's crazy that people could follow me that are from those places. I feel so far from home, and the culture feels so far from the UK culture that I'm like, wow, these people like see my stuff and now they're messaging me. It's just crazy. Other than that, we are gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for editing this. I appreciate it always.
Thank you for having this big bit of waffle on the end. I've now got to edit again.
Yes. Other than that, we'll see you in the next vlog, which is gonna be from our last location in Argentina, and it's very cool because it actually includes 3 different countries
in one day.
Whoa, crazy.